Welcome to dinner at the Roundtable Podcast with DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, and Chris Ryder, your source to knowledge. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Dinner at the Roundtable.
Yeah. I am DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder. Bodega the DJ in the background, DJing, spinning live. We got a special guest. Nelly Nell, do the introduction real quick.
You already know, man. Shout out to my boy, man, my brother, ARP Musiq in the building. What's up, kid? Glad to have you on the show, man. I know that you know your worth. That's today's topic, man. So welcome to the show, man. Been trying to get you on for a while.
Amen.
I know you've been kind of mad at me because I haven't gotten you on, but we got you on now, baby.
Nah, that was Hollywood. That was me, bro. Shout out to DJ Dr. Hollywood, the whole Three Amigos family, Sean Prince. Bodega the DJ, by the way, man, you know, he owes a time, man, you know. You
heard that?
So, you know, he's still on the Three Amigos contract.
Word.
Nelly too.
You say you're under contract?
Nelly too, yo, shit.
There was a breach of contract going on? Or what you saying?
Yo, shit, now I took your spot, my nigga, you heard?
And then you did at the round table host?
Oh, man.
So, you know, I came uninvited, but...
Yeah, but listen, we appreciate you, you
I just
being
came
over
to
here.
show love, you know.
No, absolutely, and I respect that, my brother. I respect that 100%, man. And I mean, again, welcome to the show, you know what I'm saying? We started in November, you know what I'm saying? We picking up.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
I see y'all growth, man. You know what
I appreciate that, though, man. But we all about supporting independent, platforms, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what we're all about, man. It's all we're about, man.
We gotta do like the Jews, man.
Yeah. I mean, work
only
together, man.
Support each other, you know.
Work together, man, and progress, man. That's
Absolutely.
how we become, more powerful.
And a real quick shout out to Anthony Nazir. Tío te quiere, estamos aquí. You know what I'm saying? That's
AKA Martillito.
Yeah, that's ARP's son. God bless him, man. That kid got mad energy, bro. I love him.
Wow. Yeah. So you listen, Dinner at the Roundtable Podcast every Sunday evening. We're back. Today's topic is knowing your worth. But as you know, current events first. Let's talk about, first of all, what you guys want to just basically chime on real quick.
So the Brooklyn Nets just signed Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to a 4-year deal.
Boo-hoo to all the Knicks fans.
Damn, man.
Crying right now.
Not me, bro.
Are the Knicks the new
I'm happy.
Mets?
Nah.
Nah.
No, listen, they just signed Julius Randle, which is a good pickup.
Yeah.
They just signed
Let me ask y'all a question.
That's a good pickup.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Go ahead.
How do championship teams build each other? It's not on paper, my man. It's a farm system. That's how the
farm
Yankees
system.
did.
That's what the Knicks are doing right now. They're being smart.
That's what Golden State did.
Yeah, Golden
So
State.
they built up.
Jackson, my nigga, you know what I mean?
And it's crazy. You're right about that because I think he don't get that just due though.
Yeah.
Because he actually established that team and Steve Kerr just inherited it.
Of course.
Like
You know
when
what I'm
Mark
saying?
Jackson left, it was just passed down to him like it was already formed.
Yeah, it was already formed.
Yo,
And that's messed up. They fired him though, man. I mean, to this day, I'm like, wow.
He had beef with the owner. That's what
They
it was.
messed him
Yeah.
over.
There was politics involved.
Yeah.
Not all three levels synced up the right way, so that's what happened.
But I mean, listen, you're right about that.
Yo, and then in the West, because the West was still the West in them times, bro. Kobe was still playing, even though, even washed up, Kobe was still a problem on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Kobe
sure.
was still in it, man.
Yeah,
So
yo.
the West was the West. Yo, all of the first season, he won like 15 games. The second one, he won like 25. And the third one,
Let me
he
ask
got
you a
coach of the
question.
year and won like 65 games in the West, bro.
Yeah, you're right about that. And he dropped 81, I think, right? 81,
Yeah,
Kobe.
yeah.
He's right about that. Nelly Nell has a disagreement where he says Leonard is still not better than Kobe.
No,
He is
not in that criteria.
No,
What's
he's
your
right
take
though.
on
He
it?
is right though.
I'm
Let me.
saying-
He is right.
Let's get our special
Wait.
guest.
Let me
tell
correct
y'all
what
something.
Johnson.
Hold on.
Let me correct what I said.
No, I got you.
No, because what I said was
What you
that
said?
Leonard needs to achieve more milestones before being compared to the three best. More milestones.
agree
Okay, he
with
won a
it.
championship with the Spurs, now with the Raptors. All right, but he hasn't completed certain milestones.
But
That's all.
I could kind of understand why he said he's better than Kobe.
He has the potential to.
Wait,
No.
but listen,
You know why, right?
Go ahead,
No.
read
He
it.
dismantled 2 dynasties, nigga.
yeah, but he wasn't the guy until this year.
Huh?
He wasn't the guy
Nah,
until
he
this
been
year.
the guy, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
been
he
that
wasn't,
guy.
because when he was in San Antonio, he had Tim
Nigga,
Duncan.
he was that guy.
They were still
They
the
was
number one
already.
guys.
I mean, I won't say
Been
they
that
were
guy,
washed
bro.
up, but they weren't in the prime
But
anymore.
he
That was
wasn't-
his
you ain't-
team.
Well,
But he
but-
wasn't the
He was that
the guy.
bro. He won
it
the
is
defensive player of the year, bro. How you
Chris
was that
Ryder
guy,
said.
my nigga?
There's
He
a
was
lot
that
of
guy.
players that won defensive player of the year.
but
Wait,
check
wait,
this out.
wait.
Draymond
Yeah.
Green won defensive player of the year. He wasn't number one. Come on.
That nigga's a bum, bro.
Tyson
Wait.
Chandler won
Bring up
defensive
your
player of the year. He wasn't number one. What's this guy talking about? What's this guy talking about? You win Defensive Player of the Year, that makes you the number one guy? Come on.
No. Yeah, but how many points he was averaging, though?
Doesn't matter.
Nigga had it with 2 million.
ARP,
Doesn't matter, bro.
ARP,
It does not matter.
Listen.
A nigga had better stats than Tim Duncan that year, bro.
ARP, I will agree, though. He wasn't the face of the Spurs yet.
Because there's politics involved. That's what it was.
The face of the Spurs was Parker, Duncan, and Ginobili at that time.
Because of politics, bro.
But we
all knew what the fuck was going to happen.
He was one of the big reasons why they won. Absolutely.
People
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying that he wasn't number one yet.
Yeah, he wasn't. That team was Parker and Duncan.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they would not win the championship without Leonard.
Yeah,
absolutely. No, of course.
He wasn't the number one option, but he was number one.
Right.
If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't win that shit, bro.
My whole thing is,
everybody
what I really admire about him is that he missed how many games last season? This season that just passed,
he missed
20. It's crazy, and still to be at that top level and take him to the championship.
And I told everybody, I was like, yo, I'm not saying Toronto's gonna win, but don't be surprised because I know basketball, man. And I've been saying it all year. If you want to be Golden State, this is the year. They looking washed, man. And not washed.
What would you say about people that trying to say, because KD got injured and then Klay Thompson got injured after that?
It wasn't just that, bro. It was everything. They got out coached. Everything. They got destroyed, man. They got destroyed.
Wow.
And this just raises a question of Steve Kerr's coaching. And I've been saying that shit for years, man. I'm like, yo, this is a Mark Jackson.
Wow, okay.
This is a Mark Jackson
I see what you're getting at. I see what you're getting at.
Can't give him all the props like that, bro.
You think the playbook was like left there and he just continued to like use it and shit?
But you know what? Listen, this is
where
basketball.
He's very
hold on.
Like,
but this is where I'm gonna. I'm sorry. No, this is where I'm gonna defend Steve Kerr because remember, you had no Clay, you had no Durant. And the Warriors was still taking it to the Rockets. But
that's because that's how that team was built, though.
But that's you have both your heavy hitters, your big guns is out, and you still hanging with the Raptors. Raptors should have blew them out in the third quarter. As soon as Durant and Clay went down, they should have blew them out the water, and they didn't. They barely won that game. Barely.
My nigga, this is Golden State Warriors.
Barely won. That's what I'm saying. Right. So that's the coaching
that ain't no
too.
Scrub team.
That's what I'm saying. But
nigga,
those,
I could coach that team. Them niggas are still crazy.
They weren't as.
Nigga, anybody could coach that team.
But that was second team.
Bro, let me tell you something. I know both.
You speaking with confidence right now.
Yo, bro, they were who they were before Steve Kerr got there, man.
Yeah, one thing.
You heard what I said, right?
Yo, one thing about politics, religion, and sports is great.
Yo, first season was 15 games. Second one was like 20 something, and then the last one was 65. Remember, Mark Jackson wasn't a proven coach yet. And yo, how you get coach of the year? You got fired, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he had dirt on
that
somebody.
Is a valid point, man.
But he wasn't liked by ownership and.
But why not? Because
they didn't like him.
I think he had dirt
he did. But he is. This is with anything. It doesn't matter how good of a coach you are. If you ain't on the same page with your GM and the president,
what's that master and slave mentality? You better do what I say.
And coaches are supposed to coach.
Of course, let them do their job.
And everybody's supposed to do their role, so it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Yo, and before I could give Steve Kerr props, because a lot of niggas don't know this, man. All he did was take Mike D'Antoni's system and flipped it a little bit, threw a little bit of
that running system, that
nigga.
running gun?
He ain't low. Remember, he was in the Suns for a lot of years, man.
Right, yeah.
I know my shit, bro. Y'all want to talk ball? Invite me, please. I know my shit.
Wow, man. But, man, that's current events right there. We just... It was like kind of intense.
Shout out to Mike D'Antoni's pops because he was the one that invented that system. Everybody's playing emulating.
But that's not meant for everybody though. But listen, that was current events. We want to talk a little bit more, but I think this is a great conversation though. Honestly,
know your worth, man. Right?
Definitely,
look,
man.
KD knew his worth. He left out the fucking Golden State Warriors.
Knowing your worth, man. Main topic. So we gonna leave it to Bodega the DJ. Gonna mix a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Quick mix for us, real quick. And the main topic tonight is knowing your worth. At the Roundtable Podcast. DJ John Tavall.
Every Sunday at 7, you're right.
There you go. And a special guest, ARP.
Word up. I'm your neighbor, man. I'm your neighbor.
Listen, you're really involved in sports, though. Like, you really into it, though, man.
Nah, because
you really...
I come from a sports family.
You play basketball?
I used to.
Okay.
I used to. My brother played ball. My nephew's nice. He's in New Heights.
Okay.
You know about that team, right? AAU.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's a 4th grader. He balling with 5th graders.
Wow.
I'll tell you about that. Yo, for those basketball fans, follow him on Instagram Dev _goals_
Okay. All right.
DEV Dev.
That's what it is. So the Nothing Roundtable podcast. We're gonna leave it to Bodega the DJ on the 1 and 2s. Let's get it.
Is this what you want?
The Nothing Roundtable podcast. I am DJ John Taval. We're back. Tonight's topic is knowing your worth. Bloody Nail, Chris Ryder with our special guest, ARP. And we cannot forget Bodega the DJ in the background spinning live right now, baby. So let's talk about the main topic, though, man. Knowing your worth, man.
Now, you can forget about him. You got a Lakers jersey on, bro. Forget about him.
He's still in the sports center now. Like, he's not letting it go.
Yep.
He's not letting it go.
Let's get back to business. Knowing your worth, man.
Yeah, knowing your worth, though, man. Knowing your worth, man. I mean, I think it's a very interesting topic because I think that knowing your worth is something that I think, I don't even think. I just kind of like bar myself from saying that word, I think. I know that people should be more self-aware of themselves because I think knowing your worth, it deals with knowing your self-awareness of who you are,
Amen.
So before I don't want to go into a little, little rambling, but I want everybody else to put their input on it. So knowing your worth, though, I mean, what's your take on that? Knowing your worth.
Well, first, I want to give a shout out to the studio audience. The FDNYs in the building, baby. They came out to turn this fire.
They heard the show was fire.
It's okay. We can say they're here. I mean, we just don't have to say his name. That's all.
But now you got to forget dolphins don't have thumbs.
Shots fired!
He's just scratching his nose like, really? You just said that, baby?
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, no, but knowing your worth, man, is all about knowing who you are as an individual, being self-conscious of yourself, and knowing that, you're worth something, and you don't have to let other people dictate your lifestyle. You dictate your own lifestyle.
Absolutely. That's right. Chris Ryder, what's his take on that, babe?
I mean, you guys posted the Cardi B video about how she went crazy on Telemundo, whoever it was.
Yeah. It seemed like she was very insecure, but go ahead. Yeah.
But I to be honest with you, I thought that whole video was fake, cause especially how the guy she got into the argument with the guy. Like, come on, you ain't know that was Cardi B. You was cursing out in Spanish.
Well, then again, I mean, we can't say that.
He was like a he got
aggressive.
He probably didn't even know who she was.
Yeah, that's true.
She didn't have her makeup on. She didn't have
But you can still tell that.
But you don't think about celebrities,
right? You probably see that shit on TV. Like, oh, diablo, pero yo no dije lo Cardi B.
He probably
he became famous. So
he did. Right. No, he did though. He did.
He was like,
his whole family like, oh, you're loco, yo. You just got aggressive with Cardi B. What's going on?
That dude.
Everybody was saying that he lucky the Bloods wasn't there. I'm like,
you know what that did? Yo, he went and bought a calling card at the bodega. Called his whole family DR. I said, yo, I just see myself on TV dissing Cardi B. I'm famous. Voy pa' allá con un par de botellas.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But you notice in the video, they blurted Cardi B father's face.
Yeah, because she didn't want nobody to know, who her father was, because people were stupid.
If you catch on the streets, her father's always with her. Like he's her driver. So her grandmother lives in 163rd in Amsterdam, between Amsterdam and Escom.
He's from Santiago, man.
Yeah, so he stops there all the time because his mother lives there. So he drops her off, drops the baby. And I've seen him plenty of times, but I get it. She didn't want the rest of the world to know who he was, and he's not with security, like she said. So if people, get that facial recognition of him, it'll be easier to have, make him a target.
But it goes with with being a celebrity, right? Because there's no such thing as having a private life after you become at that status, right? And something that you have to actually understand that because you signed up for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but people
it comes with the territory.
People forget that Cardi B is a hood chick from the Bronx, and
that
was a natural reaction that she was gonna have.
But I will tell this: the years of celebrity and journalist issues, as of them clashing, it's been a long battle between them, and they've gotten better. At it, like the journalists. The journalists, they like a little bit
know
more.
Know how to pick their questions. Yeah, know how to make the right approach.
They're more discreet on the approach now. You know what I mean? The paparazzi are not. Paparazzi are crazy.
Yeah, but think about this: that they rely on that though. They rely on trying to get that content confront someone to that. You know what I'm saying? To build that controversy, right? Where they could actually have more people to get more views, get more listens, whatever the case is.
I mean, that is part of the strategy. Just pulling up on the celebrity
all the time.
Yeah, part of the strategy. Part of the strategy is pulling up on the celebrity and catching them off guard.
There you go.
So they can act a fool.
But
because that sells when you see somebody who's such a big celebrity do soming crazy in front of live TV.
Yeah.
But you know what I found was crazy about that video was that how many Instagram videos has she posted with no makeup?
A lot.
Yeah, but it was more. I understand. She just said that like as part of the conversation, but I get it was a little bit more deeper than that. I think she felt like, the way the journalist just popped out of nowhere, and she was actually going to her private hairdresser. It was like she just came out of nowhere and
trying to set her up.
Instead of asking permission for us. Listen, Cardi, we just caught you here. We know you was here. We're here. Can we interview you?
Right.
But she had the cameras on, and Cardi's not stupid. You see that little red dot playing on the camera. It's recording. So she's seen that it was recorded. She's like, you could have asked me first. You know what I mean? Like, have some respect.
But I mean, not to say, I don't want to play, devil's advocate, but at the same time, when you are a celebrity, you gotta expect that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
it is what it is.
There's a sweet and sour side to the game.
Yeah.
Everybody got caught up in that sweet.
Absolutely.
The sweet
side. Listen, that's why when you actually get to that level, you got to understand that. And that's why certain celebrities, they keep a really discreet private life, though. Like, they're really behind doors.
Yeah, Kanye West tried it. That shit drove him crazy. For nothing. The paparazzi se lo hacían de maldad. Look.
For real.
But
I sure know when he comes home and stuff.
Yeah, but the comments that really struck me
was Trump. He said that shit.
Was when she was saying that you caught me without makeup. You caught me without makeup and all this other jazz.
That?
Cardi.
Oh, Cardi. Yeah,
so it's like for me, it was like she was more worried about her image.
She should be.
But
she wasn't knowing her worth at the time.
She wasn't knowing her worth. Like, you're Cardi B. So what if you ain't got makeup on? People will actually.
I mean, she's still
like you more without it than
With this meme world, I don't know, bro.
But Cardi's not an ugly chick. She doesn't have like crazy fucking
your mic is off right
going on. But
no, his mic is off. Because you're fixing it, we don't have no feedback.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're having some technical difficulties with ARP Music.
You can still hear my loud ass, bro.
Yeah, nigga, you Dominican, we can hear your ass. Anyway, but yeah, man, you tell you the truth though. Watching the video, she's still like a sexy hood chick. Like,
she was still like she looked like a regular chick that that's
like Margarita good. From the third floor.
Yeah, like
she got sweats on, right?
Yeah, because you got that one chick that you want.
But you know what's crazy though? As you say that though, this is why cosmetic surgery is a big business.
Yeah,
because they make it seem as if you have to look a certain way to be accepted.
Got a bag and fix my teeth.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where it goes back knowing your worth though, being secure of who you are, building your self-esteem, and being self-aware of you. You know what I'm saying?
There's something that I wanted to mention about that is that if you think about as far as hair goes, so you have black women who wear wigs.
Yeah.
And who get extensions to make their hair look straight. But meanwhile, you'll have white women who wear braids, and it's an issue.
That's right,
you know? And so there's a big thing about
cultural appropriation.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, black women have been conditioned to feel like their natural hair is not natural and it's not good. And so they want to try all these other things to try and fit into what society feels they should be.
But I never understood the whole concept of bad hair, good hair. Like, what is bad hair?
No hair.
Well, I mean, it's. But if you think about it,
that's what bad hair is.
But if you think about it, it's an attack on black people in general. That everything that's black is bad,
of course,
and everything that's white is good.
Exactly. If it's all white, it's all right.
Yes, and it's not always the case.
Right about that.
And that's always been the issue. And it's like, I was reading another story about how a mother was telling a story about her son and being black and how he was already racial profiled at such a young age.
Yeah.
So if he was in the park with other white kids and there was a fight, they automatically blame the black kid. Or he was already singled out for certain things he didn't even commit yet.
Right.
And they had a strict thing where he couldn't put his hoodie on in stores.
Wow.
He couldn't play with toy guns because of that kid that got killed in Ohio.
Right.
Whereas other white kids will be able to do it. And it's and then for him, unless he's strong mentally, he'll grow up to not know his worth.
Absolutely.
As being a strong black man.
That's a great, you know what? Chris Ryder again. With no Barcelona.
No Barcelona.
No Barcelona system.
No, but
God damn.
You know, for me, it's like I always feel like people should be who they are and be proud of it. Yeah. You know, because you are an individual, because you never know the shoes that somebody else is wearing. Because you might look at their life and then my life might be glamorous, but it might not be for you.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. I'm kind of torn between the Chris Ryder today and the Barcelona Chris. Both of y'all motherfuckers is great.
Just remember,
listen,
remember that commercial, my nigga?
My God.
Nah, but listen, the more I do these podcasts, the more comfortable I am getting on the mic, because I'm a very shy person. You know, so
except when he's cutting me, he's not shy.
Except when he talk about,
he's waiting for that.
Cut it, sports. Well, they can play cut it later on. But real quick.
No, but to me, that's what, you know. I think every human being should know what their worth is and be comfortable in their own skin. And you know, some people they get that early. Some people don't.
Right. So. But you made a very good, valid point though, because you think about the way you were brought up and the way history was basically designed for people of color, right? Especially where you're not supposed to, you know, look a certain way because the way you've been betrayed throughout history.
And all part of oppression, man.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, 1,000% right, man.
And if y'all don't know what racism actually means, because a lot of people's out here is idiots, man. When you throw that word around and be like, you're racist, I'm like, do you know the definition of racism? You know what that is? That's not, I hate you because you black. That's, I'm not going to let you shine because you black. You're not going to open a shop. You ain't going to do this.
Right.
Because you black. It's systematic oppression.
And it's crazy that you say that.
Prejudice is the word.
And it's crazy that you say that, because I've said it before in this podcast. They will appreciate the culture, but not the person.
Right.
You know, they appreciate the Latin culture, the black culture, but they don't appreciate the Latin person, or the black person.
If you think about it, popular trends are usually come from African American and Latino culture.
Right.
That's where it comes from. White people
who capitalize off that? Who actually makes the money off that?
I mean, not to take away from
white people, not to everything.
But you know, some of you guys don't have flavor. You're very bland, you know, and
only salt and pepper. That's it.
Yeah, you know, we got that Goya sazon.
You gotta add some garlic.
See one of our babies born. What's the first thing the baby does before he start walking?
What happens is what John Tavares
and even little babies.
Who's that, Chris Ryder? Like the little wave right there.
No, it's a little baby dance when they you know they 2 years old and they dancing. We can have Bodega play a merengue song with the baby going ding 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 ding.
ARP, before I let you chime in, but I think where John Tavares was trying to get into is like they grab our culture, make it a popular trend, and then they the ones that profit
culture
from it.
Appropriation,
and then they profit from
culture vultures, really,
because,
right?
Exactly.
And one of the reasons
I don't fuck with that kid or Post Malone. I don't fuck with that.
And one of the reasons why, one of the
said, I'm not a rapper, I'm a roster. Fuck.
Right. But again, you trying to target the hip hop audience, and you actually taking the format of hip hop.
All that.
But go ahead,
because he didn't want to freestyle.
Yeah, but I mean, one of the reasons that they're able to do that is because they know the tricks to marketing. They know the tricks to owning brands.
Yes.
To making their company a big business. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we just have to get a little bit better at that. Owning our own stuff, knowing how to market stuff, knowing the business game a little bit better, so that we can thrive off of our culture, not let them do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. We just gotta support each other more.
Absolutely.
Support each other too as well.
But you know what? Like I said off air, well, not off air. We were still on live on Facebook, but when we were talking about that conversations, like they use that mechanism of divide and conquer, because they know where we basically have you guys divided, going against each other. We have more control.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because the power is always in people.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it's like if you just think about how hard they want to destroy both the Latin and black. But to be honest with you, Latin and black people are the same thing. Anyway. Yeah, the same shit. But why they want to destroy us so hard? Why they want to portray us as thugs?
What was the FBI agent that said that? where he said, like, yo, the biggest fear for white America is when they see that Negroes unite.
Because we have all the swag and the flavor without even trying.
It's not
It's just embedded in our DNA. It's what we are.
It's not just that. You see that word minority? That shit doesn't exist, bro.
Of course not.
Niggas way more of us than them.
Right.
Yeah.
In the world population, absolutely.
And they know everywhere, and they know that shit.
Absolutely.
They know that shit, man.
Try to put the mic more directional so you can pick up his voice a little bit better.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a very valid point, and we actually spoke about this, I think, 2 podcasts ago, where abortion is really about controlling the white population to keep them still the majority in the U.S.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Because
and look what states they doing it in. They ain't low. I told you I'm one of them serving person. I said they ain't low, bro.
Right.
That shit in them Confederate states, bro.
Right.
Let them keep their states, man. We don't want to go over there anyway, bro.
Yeah.
Or shout out to Little Nas though. He knows his worth.
Yeah,
he got He got everybody mad right now, man.
Yeah, but it's kind of messed up though. Now you bring him up, right? Because he was actually taken out of the country music billboards. Because they didn't accept him as being a country music artist.
That's.
But then again, Post Malone is a part of the hip hop billboards chart.
But the thing is,
make it even more.
But go ahead. I want to hear this.
You ever seen that movie Cadillac Records? With Mos Def. It was Mos Def and Beyonce.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright. Peoples, right?
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright, the one that did Shaft.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Peoples, yeah.
He was
Muddy Waters.
Yeah.
And,
so that was a great movie. Muddy Waters. I saw that movie. That was Muddy Waters. I saw that movie.
So you captured the message behind that movie,
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Know what time it is, brother?
It's crazy. Look,
wake up. And I'm not saying you sleeping. I'm just talking in general. Nobody can hear that, man.
I'm like certain songs became popular, right? Like nationwide and worldwide, and people wanted to see the artist perform it live. Mm-hmm. You know, that's something that started later on. Mm-hmm. And when the concerts would start up and it was a black singer coming out, the white crowd was surprised. They thought it was actually the white person singing those songs.
Oh yeah,
that shit happened in Cadillac Records. When Mos Def went, remember that part when Mos Def went to a concert? They thought he was a white guy. He was a black rock and roll singer.
Yo, he was tight. I don't know if you remember that part. The Beach Boys took one of his tracks.
The Beach Boys.
They was getting paid on, and Elvis did that shit too with Little Walter. Yeah, my babe. That was Little Walter song,
I mean, you talking about Elvis right now? Rock music is black culture. It started by blacks.
And if y'all don't know y'all
country music started by blacks.
So this is exactly why I brought that up.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Little Nas, dude.
Exactly.
It goes back. So what I'm saying, so it's okay for y'all niggas to steal our culture. For decades, bro.
I actually have something
damn near a century
to add to that, though.
You know what I mean?
Yo, there's a comedian that says something that he was like, he was just making fun of it. He was like, oh, well, let's go into say we invented electricity. You guys are not going to take the credit? Well, we are. And then that's how white people would do things. They would go into places and they would be like, oh, I did that. But meanwhile, you did it.
Yo, the internet was invented by an African man. I know that, right? I just found that out the other day. That frequency.
Yeah, the frequency, I know about that.
There's a list that I think I forwarded to John Tavares and Chris over a few months ago of 100 black inventors. They created things that we use nowadays and that we've used throughout the last couple of years.
No shine at all.
And people don't even give them the recognition for. That's crazy.
But it's because you know what I'm saying, like they don't have that access to get that thing patent. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that power to do that. Well, whites, they're able to get that, take the idea.
But that goes back to what I said earlier, like a few minutes ago. That's what I said, that if we become more aware of how the process works to get your stuff legitimized, to get yourself legit, brand yourself, get the proper copyrights, get the LOCs done, your corporations.
Right.
We eliminate that. We
Absolutely.
Eliminate it because we have to know the business in order to profit from it.
It starts with education.
Education.
Yeah. This is why slaves were basically permitted to fucking know how to read.
Yeah, but that's not the case anymore.
It depends, though.
Swiss Beats said something on Drink Champs not too long ago. He said that look at what we've done without education. Absolutely. Imagine what we can do with it.
Absolutely,
that's deep.
But we've actually know the tricks and the secrets.
There's a difference between intelligence and education, and I I tell people, people don't get it.
So
people think an educated person is smart. I'm like, throw one of them Harvard nerds in the jungle. Let's see how smart he is, dude. Let's see what he gonna do to survive. That's intelligence, bro.
And that's my whole thing. That I get the whole slavery thing. I get the oppression thing. That was then. We're talking about now. Now we have to get people acclimated with knowledge on how to make yourself bigger and better as an individual businessman. Know the in and outs. That's the problem. A lot of people do not know. And what they do is what people do.
Support your people's business.
Yeah, and what people do is they rather get caught up in the popular trends and support popular trends. They don't really need their support because they already are a popular trend. Right. They continue to feed into that, and they don't feed into the individual who's trying to make it.
You know, it was a perfect example of all ball, man. Big baller brand.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, I heard, this shit was disgusting. Nigga, I heard a whole bunch of black people talking about, he's not an established brand like Gucci. I was like, yo, black man, shut the fuck up, bro.
Wow.
Wake up.
But you know what? But
look what Gucci.
But that same person that said that, if you support him, then he might become an established brand. You and support him, and he might.
They was mad because he came out off the rip.
Yeah.
Charging $100 for his
But you see that's
smart.
But look at this.
I get it.
But look at the stupidity, right?
Have free media, bro.
The stupidity, right? That person said, "Oh, he's not a big brand." Okay. But you're not supporting him. That's the reason why he's probably not a big brand. Support him and then see what happens. If a million of those same people, if a million of those same people, instead of talking shit, actually support you, guess what? You are going to be a big brand because that turns the numbers around.
But he had the fortitude and the balls to go in there and say, I want a partnership.
You see him?
No pun intended. No, but hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
But he went in there and was like, I'm not going to sign to you. I want to be a partner. And they laughed at him like, no. And he understood the worth that his sons have because he knows Lonzo has the foot in the door, but he knows his youngest son is the one who's really gonna skyrocket.
Yeah. He knows that.
But he has to get the foundation first.
Right.
So he knows Lonzo's the foundation.
Right.
But he knows that once his youngest son gets into the NBA, that's when it's gonna skyrocket into where Big Baller Brand is gonna really be there. But he understood that.
But you know what?
He needed to make the noise.
They actually signed with Nike though, Lonzo. Because the whole thing happened with the business, his silent partner was taking money under the table, whatever, and you know what I'm saying. That's when Lonzo just like, I don't want to be part of it, whatever, and he ended up signing with Nike because of that situation. You know what I'm saying, which is unfortunate, but it happened though.
But he's still repping his shit, yo. You see?
Yeah. No.
That's a perfect example of education and intelligence. He might not be that educated, but the nigga's very intelligent. Yo, he don't take L's. He's a troll, but he's a smart troll.
Yeah, but
look what he said. Look what he said about the trade, my nigga. Like when they traded his son, he was like, "Yo, it's alright, man, because it's a mess." And the Lakers, look, the jersey even says no LA. I'm like, yo, the thing is you cannot. And yo, look what happened right now with the situation with Jalen Rose's wife. He said that I could switch gears. Yo, ESPN,
but that was so messed up though, because at the end of the day, she actually initiated that.
He clapped back though.
Right.
You know what he said? He was like, "How could I be banned? I don't work for them."
Right. Yeah. I heard that. But it's kind of crazy because it's kind of like a double standard, right? Because she said switching gears, right? But let's reverse that role and make a male say that to a female. Let's switch gears.
Now they
how would that be taken? You know what I'm saying? Because they know that he knows his worth. He's not gonna, stoop down to like the level that most people at that stature, stoop down to because they're afraid of, well, go ahead, Chris Ryder.
No,
because
as soon as you're done, I want to add on to it.
My whole thing is this though, man. Like honestly, stop being afraid.
Exactly.
Stop being afraid. Like
the worst thing a person can tell you is no. And you ain't gonna die.
And people are so afraid to be very outspoken. Like just speak your mind. Just speak your mind, man. That's all it is, man. Because you know your worth. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you able to understand, listen, it's going to come with consequences, but I don't care because I got to keep it real with myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I gotta respect people like LeVar Ball.
Yeah, that's
who's
what I'm
able
saying.
to really be very outspoken and do that, man.
He secured the bag for his kids.
Absolutely, man.
He knows the worth of his brand and the worth of his kids. So he definitely knows.
I mean, he even told his middle son, "Is like, you're not gonna make it to the NBA, but it's all right." He told him straight up.
He's gonna make it. He's
gonna what I wanted to actually add on to what Nelly said earlier today about people not unrecognizing, the black community not recognizing. Think about this way: if you want to go into a timeline, 200 years ago there was slavery. And if you want to look at the whole history of humanity, that's not a long time.
400 years.
Yeah,
It's not.
But I'm saying 200. If you think 200 years ago,
well, slavery got about to 1865.
Yeah, so it's like it's around 200 years.
Yeah, that was the other day.
Now, civil rights movement was in the 1960s.
Yes.
Which a lot of our mothers here were born.
Right.
And our grandmothers lived through it. But it's it's what my point is that it's time. And I feel like we have the people in place now, because you didn't have the people in place in the 60s. There was no, unless if you want to look at the civil rights, it was MLK, it was Malcolm X, but they weren't billionaires, they weren't established businessmen, they were just civil rights leaders. Now, some 50 some odd years later, you have leaders now. You have Jay-Z, who's the first hip-hop billionaire. You got Nas, who's about to be a billionaire soon. You got Nipsey Hussle, who showed a young kid in Compton that if they work hard enough, they can make it. Absolutely. So I feel like we're getting there, but it's going to take time.
Yeah, it is. And that's the whole thing. Like, okay, it's great to recognize history, to know where we came from. But if you stay stuck in that mentality where, we're not there because this happened to us.
Part of slavery,
we're never going to get there because you keep on holding on to the past. All right, it happened. We recognize it. It's all about recognizing where you're from, what happened. But right now, things are changing. So let's be part of the change and make things happen to put ourselves in position and put our kids and our future generations in position to not end up being whatnots. You know what I mean?
Look at it this
way. Not whatnots.
Look at it this way. Dinner at the Round Table right now is a media outlet.
Yeah,
we are media personalities now, whether we like it or not. And we are 3 Latino men who decided to make a podcast and talk about real issues.
Absolutely.
And to extend a helping hand to up-and-coming artists, because we're an up-and-coming too. It's helping each other out. And it's getting the word out there.
Absolutely. But and just to piggyback on what you were saying, like for instance, I know a lot of people, and I got a lot of close. I got a few people don't even tune into our podcast right now, but they're more stuck on watching the BET Awards or something else, right? But I bet you, once our podcast blows up to the point that we wanted to, they're gonna jump on the bandwagon. That's the problem. Why don't you jump on board from the beginning?
Right. But
you see what I'm saying? Because if you was to jump on board from the beginning, you'll make it easier for people like us to be a bigger business. You know what I mean? But no, they want to jump on later when there's a popular trend. Right. And that's the problem right there.
And I get it. I get it 1,000%. But I want to say this though, because we spoke about programming, right? People, the first 7 years of your life is very crucial. You know what I'm saying? Where your brain becomes programmed a certain way of how to think. And this is why people are so easily controlled into basically feeding into things that you was able to reprogram yourself, you as an individual, but yet the mass population of people of your kind was not able to do. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it could definitely get you frustrated when you see that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, but it's our job not to let that happen to the future generation.
Right. But to spread that message.
But I think it's changing.
I see what's going on in New York, right? I see what's going on.
Vacation?
This ain't New York no more, man.
It ain't
New
York.
Spoke about that. Spoke that last podcast.
It ain't New York.
New Yorkers.
It's not New York. It's not the heart and soul of New York anymore.
No, this is not
the
New
flavor.
York.
The flavor's not there anymore.
Fuck that. This is not New York, man. You got Costco right there. You got all these shits, when we could have bought all these buildings back in the 80s for $1. A set up shop. I don't know if y'all seen. Yeah, of course.
But why didn't we do that?
Because we was comfortable.
We was comfortable and we didn't know how to do it.
Right.
We didn't know how to gain that information to go purchase.
Exactly.
In the very few that knew, they not spread the message.
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
Niggas knew this was a problem. Niggas was ignorant back in the day.
Thing is, like they
there was a lot going on.
They live a lifestyle because of the way the system was built to make people as if, okay, think about this in the 80s, right? The crack era, right? Where having a fancy car made you look like you're successful.
Yeah, but
you think about this: a white family, Jewish family, will not teach your child to
go buy land, go buy assets,
exactly. Go buy assets, it goes with your background and your education.
I seen a meme. I'm sorry, I keep saying memes. A meme online the other day. Well, yeah, actually today, and it said that it doesn't make any sense to go to a club and pop a $40 bottle for $300. It's just physically irresponsible. And yet, an ignorant person replied, "Weren't you supposed to say physically?" And he was like, "This is why I can't argue with y'all." You know, because it's like and that's the thing. We were more concerned with popping that $300 bottle to impress people that don't care.
But that's been designed though, man, to kind of like make people feel like as if, what is success? How do you measure success? You measure success by having materialism. I have to have a certain type of brand. I have to have a certain type of car. You know what I'm saying? To make me feel as if I'm accepted. You know what I'm saying? And that was the mechanism to use. Yes.
But you know, you also got to think about
design. That's no coincidence, man.
But you also got to think about this.
They understood that already.
Information wasn't at hand the way in the 80s the way it is now.
Yeah,
it wasn't. So you can get.
But it's not as easy. You can pick up your cell phone, look on the internet, and you can get your information.
I know it wasn't. Yo, bro,
but it's so crazy.
Tell you someone, there's a will, there's a way.
There is a will, but if you don't have the means to do it,
you're right about that because we spoke about listen,
last
week's episode, right? Talking about tourism abroad, where people are so easily manipulated off of mainstream media. However, like you just said, Chris Ryder, we have so much access to information.
I wanted to say something in response to that. The Jews weren't systematically attacked the way the blacks were. They were attacked, but they weren't. They weren't.
The Holocaust, bro. Like
the Holocaust, yes.
That was deep.
But outside of Germany,
and in Egypt too. Egypt.
But
in Egypt, there were slaves.
Who was attacked? Who was attacked the most?
Wait. How many they had?
In this country, I'm talking about in this country.
Not
in the world.
They're aligned to this country. Yeah,
they were.
I'm saying in this country though, not anywhere else.
The Jewish people were slaves to the Egypt Empire for a long time.
Well, yeah,
over 200, like about 100 something years.
The Persian Empire.
No, Egypt. Yeah, when Moses ran that. Yeah, when Moses went there and released them, like helped them, he parted the Red Sea. They were slaves to the Egyptians. You know that, right? For years. So that's another time in history.
But I will say this though, I could talk on ARP, but
no, go ahead.
I just want to say this: what separates the Jews and the blacks, people of color, is that the Jews could disguise who they are
because they're the skin color.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
people of color, we can't disguise that.
They're not the real Jews, though, man. And I'm not trying to.
That's
another conversation.
Well, I can get into the black Jews. I can get it really.
What I'm saying is that my whole thing was
update
this
our listeners real quick.
Oh, Taj Gibson just signed with the Knicks.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's a good defensive pickup. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Ain't from Brooklyn too.
Yeah, but he's a nice defensive pickup. But my point was that in this country, the blacks were targeted to remain ignorant. The Jews weren't. Whites weren't.
Absolutely.
So they had the access to the information. You know, blacks were conditioned
1,000%
to think another way instead of the other way. And that was my point.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you think about black crime, and the majority of people who are incarcerated are blacks and Latinos. It's no coincidence. Like, I mean, that's been designed. For you to act as if it just happened because it just happened, like, it just... You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like who are you fooling?
It's like Jay-Z said when he went on that interview on that. What was the guy's name? The guy that worked in the Obama administrator. That he was his right hand man. He has a show now on CNN. What's his name?
Biden?
Not Biden, man. Anyway, I forgot his name. Anyway, he has a show on CNN. He had Jay-Z on there. Jay-Z said, "My job is to teach my kids the history of what happened before me, what happened to me, so they know the history. Right. But I don't want them to conform themselves to that, because then they're never going to be successful themselves. You know what I'm saying? If you have the slavery mentality, you're always going to be stuck in that box where you don't want to progress, or you don't feel like you can progress because they won't let you. You see what I'm saying? So that's basically what he said, and it kind of makes sense to me. if you continue to think, I mean, it's obviously racism is an issue, an everyday issue. It definitely does exist. But if you continue to say, oh, you know what, I didn't get that job because I was black or Hispanic. No, maybe you didn't get that job because your resume was fucked up.
You didn't have one.
You see what I'm saying?
That could be possible, but go ahead.
There's certain things, there's certain credentials. If you have the credentials, you know the information, you have the right tools. Come on, man. Nowadays it's different, bro. Don't give me that bullshit.
I get it. But however, though, with Jay-Z, though, I mean, I
was just using him as an example.
I get it, but I just feel like with Jay-Z, he's still a capitalist. And I mean, it's a whole different conversation with Jay-Z, but I think for us, though, understanding where we have to really understand the money system. The money system has been designed to keep it where a certain group of people have control of it. And that's how you control the population.
Fraternities, man.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what we got to get over. You know what I'm saying? In the current events, you know, speaking about the presidential debate that just happened this week, you know, we spoke about, you know, off air about how they didn't really talk about money. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, it all comes down to money.
Yeah. You know what Tyler Perry said the other day? I don't know if you guys saw it. He said that I didn't want to sit at your table. I wanted to create my own.
And yes. Oh, my God. And I actually, did I send that shit to you guys? I sent it to you guys, right?
Was it?
I sent it. I sent it to you. But the whole thing was, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what Tyler Perry said. Like, I want to establish myself, my brand.
My own
Start
table.
supporting my, you know what I'm saying? My table.
Right,
like, you know what I mean? Like, if we start to accumulate wealth, we could pass it down. But if we don't, what are we going to pass down?
Yes, right.
You see what I'm saying? Things are changing, John Tavar. I understand you're very passionate about the history. But you have to sometimes, but you can't continue to spit that narrative. You know, knowing the history is great. I get it. But sometimes you can't let that stop you from doing things.
What I'm trying to say is that
I understand.
I agree with both of y'all.
But But what I'm saying is,
I want you to chime in.
We have to prepare the future generations, knowing what we know, so that they're educated on it, but it doesn't prevent them from advancing in their life.
I get it 1,000%.
I get what you're saying. You're saying we shouldn't advertise that, but at the same time,
we should advertise it for history purpose. But that's
what he's saying is just know what happened to us in the past. Don't let it happen again.
But don't tell them. You know what? You know what, son? You might not get that job because you're Hispanic. No, nigga. You are gonna get that job because you got good credentials.
Right.
You got a degree, and you know you have the skill sets to make it happen. Go in there well prepared to that interview, so they don't say no to you.
And then I think that's where confidence comes in, and I think that's why a father.
That's knowing your worth. Knowing your worth is going in with the proper tools and mechanisms, and saying, you know what, I have it. I want this job. What's up?
Yeah. No, I get it now. I get it. I get it 1,000% though. But again, though, man, honestly, it's still a systematic system. They're still trying to oppress people of color.
No, they're not trying. They're still doing it.
But then you know what? It's like
going back to sports. But
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to piggyback off what you said. Yeah. It's like Tom Brady. Tom Brady is considered the greatest quarterback of all time, but yet he still uses his 6th round draft motivation every single year. So there's people that are gonna have that and do everything in humanly possible to try and destroy you. They're gonna create the system to go against you. Yeah, but you have to sit there and say, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care who's trying to destroy me. I'm going to get mine.
Right.
And once you have that mentality, it don't matter about your history. It don't matter about what's put with the roadblocks put in front of you. If you got the will to do it, that's why I've been looking at Nipsey Hussle and I've been respecting him more and more because he saw the roadblocks and he didn't care. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get mine.
You know what he did? He drove right by those.
He drove right, but he drove through that shit. Fuck you, driving by. He drove through that shit. You gotta drive
right through the roadblocks, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
And get yours, regardless.
There is a system built up to keep us out, but if you find the in, stay in. Don't come back out.
Right. And I agree 1,000% with that. But
going back, say, Bodega, like wait.
Bodega, I'm speechless right now.
Is this what you want?
But listen, I wanted to say something. Going with sports though, honestly, listen. Because, I mean, I really study this, though, man. I really do. And think about, like, sports in general, right? Basketball, for example, right? It's been dominated by who?
We ain't even gotta say it.
Come on. But who runs it still?
Oh yeah, you already know.
Come on. Let's just keep it real. Like, who still runs it? Who's the money maker?
Shout out to Ice Cube for starting the big.
Yeah. Yo, absolutely, 1,000%
he knows
on that.
His worth.
Yes, absolutely.
You want to know something? Not to cut you off. I know we got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yo, there was mad cable channels trying to block him. Yo, y'all know about that, right?
Of course, absolutely. You know about the whole record label between Dame Dash, Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? Suge Knight, they were trying to actually create their own distribution company, and they got blocked off. And actually, Jay Prince spoke about that publicly on the Breakfast Club.
Yep,
they did.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes with systematic oppression.
But you know what changed that?
I think, Steve Stout got his own. Platform.
But you know what changed that now? Now we can't have that. Technology changed that. They can't stop it.
Like he said,
they can't stop it anymore.
Now, bro. That's it.
Who would have thought Jay-Z was going to own his own music distribution company? That's crazy. He publishes music, bro.
He does.
One of the first black men to ever publish music legally.
But listen, they're not the Roundtable Podcast. We're gonna take a short recess break as we always do. It'll be very intense right now.
Yes.
You're gonna go back, into the main topic, knowing your worth. I think it's a very interesting topic, very informative, man. And we'll be back. We'll take it to DJ in the 1 and 2s. Let's get it, baby.
ARP Music in the building.
For them Guero Mali.
They're at the Roundtable Podcast. I am DJ John Tavar. We're back. Chris Ryder.
Part 2, baby.
Main topic again, knowing your worth. I mean, listen, we have a very, it was a very intense conversation, very deep.
That it was.
We spoke about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But knowing your worth, though, man. What I stated before earlier, it begins with self-awareness, knowing who you are, building your self-esteem, and, everything begins with you.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? It begins with you. And, I mean, for me, and I mean, I'll just say from my personal experience, is what I learned is that I do understand the history. The history definitely has a lot to do with the present. Because if you don't understand history, you can never understand the present to understand why the things are the way they are today.
But Jay, when are we gonna stop blaming the history and to start taking actions for our own? It's like it's good to know the history, but we have to stop using that as an excuse. I
would say with history, it's the only way you can learn.
Yeah,
memory makes you learn, right? Because if you don't have memory, then how are you able to understand your mistakes to actually correct those mistakes? It's impossible. So if you don't have those memories to understand what you did before and what you need to do now to correct those mistakes, it is impossible for you to progress.
Exactly.
So you have to understand your mistakes and understand what happened before, so now you're able to, find a way to break over that and progress. You know what I'm saying? Because in all honesty, for me, what I've learned in my life is that I admire mistakes, because it definitely takes me to a higher consciousness of understanding of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, like, it definitely, to me, it has to do a lot with understanding your past to know where you're at in your present and where you want to go in your future.
You know what? You know what's crazy though? A lot of the athletes now are starting to take more advantage of themselves as a business, and they're understanding that what their worth is.
Absolutely. Listen, when it comes to sports, man, listen, and I don't really watch sports like that. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100% right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie here. But I am I definitely, grew up playing basketball. I was very in love with sport. But when I see it now, it is like a master-slave thing. You know what I'm saying? Where, basically these players are people that basically put in the plantations to make me money. When you see a player getting like a $200 million deal, people get, oh, wow, $20 million is getting. But my mind already is like, wow, this owner is able to give $200 million.
Like it's nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So that makes me like, wow, he's making the money. Because if he's able to just, take $20 million, I can only imagine what he's making.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And what these players have to do is with that money is use it properly to establish their own selves, so that they can become their owners of their own brand and become the owners of their future organizations, just like the one that they are playing for right now.
Right.
So LeBron is a big one of those big athletes who actually makes those big power business moves, and Kobe too as well. Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You have to use your money wisely. You have to invest, and you have to make the proper decisions in order to solidify yourself as a brand.
Still talking about know your worth, right?
Right, know your worth. I want to say something real quick.
Baby.
No, I just wanted to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
LeBron knows his worth,
and
he invests in his body $1 million a year.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He knows his worth. You know what I mean?
He knows his worth. Absolutely. But I want to say something, because when you talk about that, I think about the Negro League, baseball league, where Negroes were not allowed to be in the Major League Baseball, but they saw the threat that the Negro League had with Major League Baseball.
Shout out to the Jackie Robs.
They saw the threat, so therefore we gotta accept a black person to play in the Major League Baseball, because you guys know where you guys are so talented, where it could be a threat where we could lose basically our audience, our money, because you guys are so good that you're able to basically develop your own league and make your own currency, your own money. You know what I'm saying?
Back to appropriation. A lot of these baseball teams we got now was from the Negro leagues, man.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
And they saw that, man. They saw like this.
The threat was the talent. The talent was the threat.
All right, so let me ask you.
They were more talented all across the board.
Basketball, top 5 players. What are they?
Top 5 right now?
Top 5 right now. What are they?
Hold on, all time?
No, I'm saying right now.
I don't know.
I'm not talking about all time. I'm talking about right now.
I'll give you a top 3.
NBA top 5 right now.
Every
playing the game.
Changes, bro.
What are they? Is there one single white person in that conversation?
No. LeBron.
Yo, good point.
Wait, hold on.
I get your point.
Yeah.
All right, now baseball.
The top 5 in basketball, I'll give it to you right now. LeBron, Durant, Leonard, Steph Curry, and there's one more.
There is no top 5.
I mean, Anthony Davis.
Every year.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. But you know what? Damian Lillard is knocking on that door, though.
Yeah, he is.
But my point is, now go to baseball.
Very underrated.
Go to baseball.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Right.
Well, Dave, what's up? You want to say something?
You got Trout. You got...
You ain't gonna say Kevin Love?
Oh, Kevin Love? Nah.
Come on. He's a good player, though. Can't we knock him?
No, wait. The nicest. Wait, Gordon Hayward. He's a beast.
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward. Yeah.
But then those are not top 10 players. Those are not. He's not considered top 5.
Yeah.
You know, baseball mostly top 5 or Latin players. Right?
Well, you remember the top 50 NBA players of all time? It was how many white players? It was was Jerry West, Larry Bird. Who else in that top 50 of all time?
Now we go to NFL.
You can throw no whiskey in there.
But now we go to the NFL.
Yeah.
But NFL is a bigger sport, so you got to broaden the horizon. Top 5 wide receivers. What are they?
All blacks.
Any white players in there?
No.
Running backs.
Listen, quarterbacks. How long it took
quarterbacks
to take over that position?
But quarterbacks are different, though. You know why quarterbacks are different? Do you know why quarterbacks are different? Because there's no real athletic ability until recently to be a good quarterback.
Yeah, until recently, because
all you need is a good wide receiver.
Until recently, until like the last 2 or 3 seasons.
And that's because the quarterback game changed. Now it's more of a running.
It's more of a
run and shoot.
But so now who's a rising star as a quarterback in the NFL? What is he?
Russell Wilson?
No.
Who?
It's not Russell Wilson. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but I just said that.
And what is he?
Mahomes,
and what is he?
Well, Cam Newton too. I mean,
Cam Newton.
Yo, shout out to Cam Newton though, bro.
You got that dude Murray in Arizona now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you see?
Because you need
how the dynamic is changing.
You need to be more athletic to be a quarterback now.
Yeah.
Fucking Russell, he changed that, bro.
But you know the reason why Russell Wilson was a 3rd round pick was because he was 5'9". That's the only reason.
His height.
Because his height. That's it. If it wasn't for his height, he would have probably been the
new contract
the number
now.
one quarterback
How much
taken.
Is worth now? He actually got
$200
resigned.
million or something like that. He was actually rumored to be a Giant for a while, but Seahawks.
But it goes to show you how much the owner's making. If he's able to give that contract to that NFL player, imagine how much the owner is making. Let's keep it real. Like
billions of dollars.
Come on, man.
Payroll every year for a baseball team is what, $300 million?
In the next 10 years, you're gonna see a lot of retired athletes in position to be actual owners. You're gonna see that.
Hopefully, because
LeBron is gonna be one of them. Kobe, because they have the economic power to do.
Once again, shout out to Ice Cube.
But you know what? I want to say this about LeBron. I want to say this. I want to say this about LeBron though.
Yeah, go ahead.
He grew up with no father.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Single mother.
Yep.
He managed to become such a great person.
I like that background. Yeah. Good, by the way.
It was perfect. Like he was like, "This what you want?" He knew.
You thought that was him?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah.
Actually, that audio drop that you guys just heard from Bodega DJ, is this what you want? For a long time, I thought it was Chris Tucker, me and ARP, and then it was like...
No, you thought it was him.
No, I thought it was Chris Tucker.
No, you thought it was Bodega. You asked me, is that Bodega?
It is Bodega.
Like,
ARP,
nigga, that is him.
That's Chris Tucker. No, nigga, that's Chris Tucker.
My man, what are you talking about? Be stick to sport. That's Bodega, man. Let it go.
Wait, so...
You know what? For legal purposes, it's Bodega.
Nah, but... So what I'm saying is...
Right.
So what I'm saying is that
my fault, Chris.
So what I'm saying is that LeBron was able to revolutionize himself and put himself into a position to be such a great advocate for his community.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a black man with no father.
You know what's crazy?
And he didn't go to college.
He didn't go to college, but has created such a foundation for underprivileged kids in Akron, Ohio, who has the access. And you know what's the funny thing about it though? He has statistics for his first, I think, year, and it was a success. Like the students were thriving in his school. And the thing is that once you graduate, he pays for your college.
But look what LeBron did. Like he has the economic power. He has the publicity to get stuff done like that. But he's making a change. What if LeBron would have been a dick and be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm black, so I'm never going to be able to do it. So fuck it and just give up.
That's my
point. What would have happened then?
Yeah, but
that's what happened. A lot of us, blacks and Hispanic, we're timid to the idea of being an owner. Yeah, and we got to stop thinking like that, bro.
But LeBron saw his worth. Knew his worth. Saw that I am a generational talent, because there's no way in his brain he didn't think to himself as being one of the top 3 talents, period, of all time.
Yeah. He is top 3.
But he saw it, and he was like, you know what? Instead of using my talents for something else, like Jordan does, where he has people wait online for hours to buy a pair of sneakers,
or have big stocks in the correctional.
Yeah, you know,
stocks.
He saw
private prison.
He saw an opportunity to uplift his community. As a big star.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you know what? I'm going to reinvest in my community, and I'm going to be a leader.
But
and he saw that self-worth within himself.
He did it too because he knew that he can.
Yeah. And that was recognizing his self-worth.
It's his self-worth and knowing his worth. Yeah. Because what if LeBron would have sat at home and said, you know what? I got tons of money, but, you know, at the end of the day, systematic oppression is going to stop me from doing it because I'm black. Like, what would have happened then? You know what I'm saying? You can't continue. You know, that mentality is changing.
That's why I think, to me, LeBron's true work is going to start once he retires. Because now he has nothing else to do.
He's done a lot already.
It's gonna be even greater.
Those who don't know,
we need more people like that.
He owns a big stake in the soccer team in England. What is it? What's the name?
I don't know. Wait, from Manchester?
Something like that. Yeah, I think he owns a big stake of them. He owns like
I know that.
Y'all been keeping up with FIFA?
Yeah. No, I don't buy
soccer.
I don't play soccer.
I mean,
I tried to play soccer one time. It's very difficult to play that sport.
It's a lot of stamina.
But listen,
a real one.
LeBron James is the perfect example of knowing your worth, knowing the capability you have with your image. Not only because he's the biggest athlete in the world, he knows that, you know, he can do certain things and make certain things happen.
Absolutely.
And you know what? They let him in the door when he was younger because he had talents to play ball. He's all the way in, and he's not gonna let nobody continue to stop what he wants to do.
No, and you know what? I respect that 1,000%. What I'm trying to really, get into is that understanding your power, right, and how to utilize that power, and how to actually influence other people that they know that they have that same power. Because we talk about the NBA, right? Who is the only black NBA owner right now?
Michael Jordan.
The greatest player.
He's not even a whole owner.
But he's the majority owner of that.
He is the majority owner, but at the same time,
no team is owned just straightly by one person.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what?
Well, you know what? There are owners that have that, like this guy from Dallas Cowboys.
He's chosen.
Yeah, but
he has that.
He's the majority. Listen,
silent partners though.
Every team has a majority owner and minority owner.
But when it comes to the final decision, we already know who has the final say.
Yeah, in business,
he invested in that small ass market. They ain't gonna let no black owners come. Puffy tried to buy the team.
Oh, hell no!
And they denied that nigga in the heartbeat.
Hell no!
When you're the
Knicks, trying to invest in your Knicks.
When you're the majority owner, the one that means that you have the most shares in the company. You're the one that determines what happens to the company at the end of the day. So if you own more than 50,
you have the final say.
Yeah, nobody can do anything.
They
have to buy you out actually.
Right. But again,
that's just business law.
Come on, listen, Michael Jordan, who is arguably the best player in the world, is the only black owner, majority owner in the NBA. Yeah. You gotta be kidding me.
Give it 10 years, it's gonna change.
How many black coaches?
He be investing in jails, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just said that.
But how many black coaches, though?
Still be hating on LeBron.
Come on, man.
See the difference? He invests in schools. This nigga invests in jails, bro.
Absolutely. But, it's all about knowing your worth, man. And, Jordan knows he can get into different aspects of the business game. So he invested in correctional facilities. What can you do?
He's
a businessman. At the end of the day, you can't judge it. Business people do business stuff.
The thing is that when it comes to business, though, you gotta understand how it works, though. If you're about to make business, right, but you know what you're doing to your own population and you're still doing it, it makes me question your character. You know what I'm saying? It's why I really commend. I really applaud people like Martin Luther King Jr. He understood that one day I'm going to be killed. He understood that. Malcolm X understood that one day I could be killed because of my ideas. He understood that. So I'm willing to basically sacrifice my life to, put these ideas out. But one day I know they're going to take me out. And it's no way, bro. Listen, you got to respect that 1,000%. Gotta respect that. They knew already they're gonna take me out. They knew that. They were not afraid. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to knowing your worth, for me at least, is that speak your mind, man. Don't bite your tongue. Don't bite your tongue, man.
We have all these platforms now that we can speak our minds, man.
Yeah, man. Speak your mind. And you know what I'm saying? To know that now we have basically we live in an age where we can actually share information. It can be passed on to someone else, and they can actually add on to it. You know what I'm saying? And make it bigger.
Exactly. If you have the ability to overcome the obstacles that were in your way, like the system was designed, like John Tavar was saying, if you figure it out, come back and teach others how to figure it out too. That's the whole objective. Yes or no, right? If you find a way out the system, come back and teach the others how to do it, right? Correct?
Word.
Because what's the point?
Word.
That's the reason why sometimes we're stuck in the situation that we're in, because those who make it out never come back and spread the knowledge and the information. Listen, you too can make it out. Nipsey Hussle was big on that. He came back to show people how to do it. You can do it too. I did it. Let me show you the way. Let me guide you. You know what I mean? Proper orientation. That's it.
Yeah. Word. 1,000% right, man.
Can I get a clap? Damn, that was pretty good. Shit.
Jay been slacking on the claps. It's all good though.
Listen, I gave you a clap.
He has a DJ now to clap for him. That's why.
There you go. There you go, clap.
From Dega the DJ, baby. Spinning out your.
You got the clap?
Yo, listen, talking about the Dega the DJ, though. I pulled up to the Bronx Public yesterday. I kind of forgot.
Hold up. Was that by coincidence or?
No, I just pulled up. I was meeting up with a couple of friends. And I totally just forgot that he actually spins there on Saturdays. And I walked in there, and I seen him, and I just pulled up with him with the camera. He was like, "Oh shit, what's up?"
He looked mad surprised. He was like,
he did a promo drop, a promo drop right there, and it was dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
Nah. You see, we got a problem, man. Because the last time I went to the Bronx Public, you ain't give me no goddamn promo drop, but he played my song. So we don't got a problem.
But man, I'm telling
Oh
you, man.
my God.
He got ankle braces right now because he's been standing for like a long time. He was standing like 12 hours yesterday now.
Que fresco. I got the easy 2000s.
But yeah, man, knowing your worth, man.
You got some Posturepedics? They good?
I'm good.
Your ankles ain't swole?
Notice he got the Baron Davis ankles. Like you could leap. You could leap, bro.
Big Diddy,
Yo, but they can look like he could ball.
Yo, he was the truth, bro.
Yo, Baron Davis, yeah.
Yo, his prime.
Yeah, he was.
Talking about that though, Steve Mills just released a big article right now. He's apologizing to the Knicks fans.
Because he was. You want to read it?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it.
Let me get my.
You have a more,
Knicks fans are stupid. That's why.
Let me get my.
I'm a Knicks fan, bro.
Let me get my
I know basketball.
ready.
I do too.
My nigga,
all right.
Most Knicks fans don't know shit about ball and how it works.
So this is a press release from the New York Knicks from Steve Mills. While we understand that some Knicks fans could be disappointed with tonight's news, we continue to be upbeat and confident in our plans to rebuild the Knicks to compete for championships in the future, both through the draft and targeted free agents. Honestly, Steve Mills is a very smart guy.
Yo, listen, man.
I really appreciate him, and I think the Knicks should stick to basically.
Shout out to Scott Perry.
Yo, and they're playing, man. They're playing.
Perry. You know how to draft, yo.
The Knicks should definitely stick to building the team from scratch. I think that's a better approach. The other way that they handle things are just getting big name stars at the end of their career did not work for them.
Yes.
What works on paper doesn't work in real life.
Yeah. And if you see any big, dynasties that have been created in sports, always start off from scratch, brand new.
Yeah.
With
but
young players.
The only way that kind of works is in baseball because there's no salary.
When Steve Mills got the job as president, I was so confident.
Wow.
I was so confident in that. I'm like, finally, the Knicks got it right.
So for my Knicks fans out there, be hopeful, man. Things are going to change.
Yeah, because I think
we got R.J. Barry, man.
Yeah, but listen, the Knicks
better than Zion, man.
DJ, play changes by Tupac.
Yo, I just said that. Wait. Hey, listen to this.
He's better than Zion. Listen, bro.
Listen to what ARP said. Didn't I say last week that R.J. Barry, I think, is going to be better than Zion? What do you think?
My nigga.
He's more versatile.
First of all,
what do you need? I think he's lefty.
Yo, bro, what do you need in today's NBA?
Chris Roddy just
lost all your explosiveness and all that shit. That highlight shit. What do you need in today's NBA? You need a J, my nigga. Yeah. He got that.
Yeah,
that shit is water.
But like I said, his Zion's weight
and he's explosive.
Yeah.
So who's really better?
I think honestly,
it's because of Zion's size.
Honestly.
Yeah.
ARP,
his weight.
ARP. Honestly, long term, R.J. Barry is going to be a way better player than.
He's going to be the next Kevin Durant, bro.
Oh wow! Death the Roundtable podcast. Just said R.J. Barry is going to be better than Zion Williamson.
Yes.
Wait, actually,
let's keep this on record right now.
It's true though because he was highly rated.
He was the top player in the country.
Yeah.
Before Zion got all that hype.
Yeah. He was.
Right?
He was highly, and he was
the top player in the country.
Yeah,
bro.
and they said he's gonna have a better career. Because you don't know how Zion's weight is going to translate later on. And I said that. I said that.
And R.J. Barry, he's more versatile. He has more, he has more all-around skills. Mm-hmm. He can hit you from different places. Eventually, teams are going to figure out how to get Zion, how to dominate him.
And you know what? I commend the Knicks for being patient and actually throwing out this press release because before they would have not done nothing like that. They would have gotten old beat up guys. Julius Randle, hell of a pickup. Taj Gibson, hell of a pickup. Of course, and I think that patience, you got to be patient. Everybody in New York wants the quick fix, but when you get the quick fix, you only bury yourself more. So relax. Take it easy.
I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to the New York Knicks for knowing their worth.
Yep. He gets a clap for that, Jay. Give him a clap.
Can I get a clap?
Give him a clap.
This nigga.
There you go.
You know how he gonna tag me on Facebook?
Yeah.
Saying some shit that y'all salty ass Knicks fans. I'm like, I ain't one of them, bro.
No, I'm actually happy they didn't get Durant because Durant, you're paying Durant
extremely happy
$40 million to sit on the bench. $40 million.
The first year, he was on
the first year, $40 million.
And you know what?
He's not built for this media.
And then you don't know how he's gonna come back. And he and now when I text Nell today, Nell put it in my brain like, yo, Irving's always injured. Irving's always injured.
He's not a good teammate. He's not a good teammate either.
And Durant, you don't know how Durant's gonna be.
That ISO shit, bro.
How old is Durant right now? How old? 32?
31.
31. He's about to be 32. A year out for basketball. You don't know how that injury, how he's gonna recover from that.
He got the worst.
And he might come back and not be the same.
And even still, and if he does, he won't be back till year 3. Year 3.
He's still a shooter, bro.
Because remember, he's got to come back. He's got to play an NBA game against competition. Mm-hmm. So he's not going to be. Even if he does return, it's not going to be till year 3. Mm-hmm. Look at Cousins. Cousins had the same injury. He wasn't the same player last year. I think the Knicks should get him on a 1-year deal, and I really truly believe you're going to get the old Cousins. Low risk, high reward.
Yeah, because he's gonna
1-year deal. Even if he doesn't play well, you only got him on a 1-year deal.
Nah, because he gonna ball. Because he want that bread, man.
Gotcha. Lorena, the Republican, wanted to call in because she's a big sports fan. She just want to call in and chime in about the Knicks later on. So we could give her like 2 minutes towards the end of the show. She's hyped again.
Listen, we about
No, we still got 19 minutes.
Hey, yo, Lorena and Danny, I got mad love for y'all, but fuck Donald Trump, man. Sorry, man. I'm not saying fuck Republicans, just fuck Donald Trump.
I actually know people actually voted for Donald Trump, and they tell me like, yo, I honestly regret it.
Yo, I know people.
Listen, those that's filling out their taxes.
I know.
Guess what? You're not gonna be able to claim out of pocket expenses, man.
Yeah,
wow.
Like suits, gas, and tolls, etc. Wow. Thank you.
I know people who actually advocate for Donald Trump who didn't even vote for him. How you advocating for somebody?
You already know who we talking about, man.
Wow,
that nigga crazy.
Oh,
this nigga made me waste a little speech.
There's something that we didn't talk about during the current events, but I wanted to put into light that Donald Trump was the first standing president to set foot in North Korea.
Oh, see.
Think about that for a second.
This is one of the things that I respect about Donald Trump. He has the balls to show the rest of the world why America is a superpower.
But it's not. Listen, no, I think it's a deeper meaning in that because all of a sudden you're being cool with a dictator, and in your brain you want to be one.
Right.
Well, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden you cool with the dictator of North Korea.
Nah, shit can't happen here. The people's not good. Yo,
but they're not. But still, it's like want the way you talk is like you want people to love you no matter what dirty business you do, and you set foot in North Korea, you all of a sudden cool with the dictator out there. You want to be a dictator.
Iran pulled his bluff though the other day. He said, "Oh, we're gonna send some troops over there." And he didn't do it. They were like, "Ha ha ha! You're not that tough after all, Donald J. Trump." Yeah. So the Arabs are really happy with him.
Because the shit was Syria, right?
So he's a press.
Sudan.
No, yeah.
One thing about Donald Trump, he's a press holder, dude.
Yeah.
He loves
he
press.
He definitely knows he knows his worth.
He knows his worth.
He knows his worth in the social world, the social media world. He's the first president to actually be that active on Twitter. He's a beast.
For real.
But
he's a beast.
It makes you question, like, listen, are you actually doing your job? For you to fucking actually be on Twitter,
hamburgers. Yo, you think about it, how active he is on social media. Like, what the guy is doing?
Aren't you, as a standing president, aren't you not supposed to have a personal cell phone?
Right.
Well, maybe
like you're not supposed to have a personal cell phone. Like maybe you're supposed to have.
He's about his brand, though. End of the day, Trump.
Yeah,
is
but
it's a brand. It's a
but
brand.
Again, you know, I can see
a brand.
The White House.
I can see. I can see Donald Trump walking around with his advisors and just saying shit out his mouth, and their advisors writing it down and reposting it. I want you to say this right now. I feel this. Just put it up on Twitter. Do the little voice. What is it? Is it?
Well, you guys gotta, I just want to say it on Twitter right now. North Korea, it's a good guy. Kids at the border, they're fine. They have the toothbrushes, and they're not walking around in styrofoam, shoes, and everything's fine. We're going to we're gonna make sure that the Democrats are always wrong, and guess what, guys? It was Obama's fault. It's his. He did it. He did it, guys. Not me. I'm Donald J. Trump.
Oh my God,
and I'm the greatest president ever.
That is a great impression of Donald J. Trump.
Thank you for being the
Donald John Trump, actually.
And don't forget, guys. Don't forget, guys. I go to have my own personal salon in the White House because I'm Agent Orange, baby.
Thank you for being at the dinner at the round table, Donald J. Trump. Thank you.
No problem there, Nelly. No, you're an awesome man. You're awesome. You're a good guy. So are you, G-Day John Tavar. And you, I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
You're wonderful.
Yeah, Trump is like that typical businessman that uses like little nicknames for people.
Of course, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You know how like in big offices there's always like nicknames?
Absolutely.
Like, hey, T-Bone, like shit like that. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
he knows how to wait to actually make you feel like as if you're part of it, but yet I don't care about you like that.
Exactly.
No, look what happened in Puerto Rico when he was fucking throwing the paper at the Puerto Ricans like they were basketball hoops. Here you go, guys. I don't want to touch you.
You know, Michael Rappaport, the actor. He does like little skits of like Donald J. Trump when he's doing stupid shit. And that one in particular, where he's throwing the bounty paper, he had a real funny one. You guys should check it out. He's like, look at you fucking piece of shit. You fucking idiot. Look at you.
Yo, but Alec Baldwin does the best fucking Donald Trump impression.
Yeah, he does. He's very good impression.
He's on point. Who does it? Alec Baldwin.
For real? Saturday Night Live? Oh, my God.
I forgot he does that.
You're talking about Alec Baldwin. He's a wild boy, bro.
Yeah.
He's wild. He's always like...
True
New
York.
In trouble in the media with the law enforcement. He's always beating somebody up.
He's a true New Yorker.
He's a real New Yorker.
That nigga lives in Union Square around there, bro.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's nuts. He's great, but he's a great dude. But he's just, he's real.
Knowing your worth though, right? I mean, listen, you're not gonna tie down yourself and and I gotta portray an image because the way my status is now. You know what I'm saying? And it's my whole thing though. Like I really applaud a lot of people that are at a different level financially, but they still are spoken. They still, you know what I mean, speak about things that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, like they have to speak about it. You know what I mean? And it's my whole thing though, where you have certain people that come from a certain environment, but yet kind of low key because you're fearful that it can mess with your pockets though. I mean, it can really mess with your pockets. Absolutely. Prime example, Kevin Hart. I mean, that's to put him out, under the bus. But I mean, he's definitely he has a lot of power as a comedian, but he will not speak about things consciously about what's going on because he knows it could affect his pockets.
Yeah, I never really got that from him. Like, I thought he was like one of the real ones, but I guess not. That's how I don't really like Kevin Hart like that. I mean,
what made you think that?
Huh?
What made you think that? You don't mind me asking.
About what?
That you thought he was one of the real ones.
I don't know, because, to tell you the truth, I know I've been following Kevin Hart for a long time. Before he was even like big in comedy. Soul Plane. He was in the State Property movie, remember?
Yeah. Paper Soldiers.
Yeah, so...
that movie was hilarious.
And funny. I knew him I knew him before that movie, so I've been following him for a long time. And I thought he was real, but I guess not. Once he became commercialized, it was over. That's people change, bro.
And it's crazy because out of Soul Plane, I didn't think he was gonna make it that big, my nigga.
Yeah. I saw his potential.
You're talking about Soul Plane.
He has a rare charisma.
Do you know the facts about Soul Plane?
Don't.
You know the facts about that movie? Jesse Terrero was the one that actually made it. He's the one behind that movie.
Go back to
And the movie was supposed to be about a Hispanic family, and the head of the household won the lottery, and he bought an airline. And it was supposed to be mainly based on like tourism, people traveling in the Caribbean. You know how Spanish people always made it.
Oh, really?
And then, BT was the one actually funding him for the project. So they said, you know what, I understand you're Latino and all that, but, we're funding you. So you have to make it more, black-oriented. you know, so he has switched it.
Yeah, so then he Kevin Hart, Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
But Jesse Terrell is a beast. A lot of people don't know that he's actually the one that created that movie.
Oh, yeah.
He's been a creator and the director of the movie. So.
Wow, okay.
Shout out to Jesse Terrell.
Shout out to the Terrell brothers, man.
Yeah, Terrell brothers. Ulysses. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Talking about that, we're going to have Collado on the show soon. He's a screenwriter. He's actually involved in the screenwriting of Wild Cowboys with the Terrell brothers.
Finally, man.
So they're involved.
Shout out to Julio Ace. He just came home from our building.
Hopefully HBO
gets him. Know, man.
Hopefully HBO.
It's a real one.
Hopefully HBO will fund that project for them because Jesse Terrell has a proper connect, so he'll probably get it done. But Collado will be on soon talking about screenwriting in Hollywood and how that industry is very shady.
Of course. Oh, yeah. Cutthroat like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I seen it. I saw a little shit just about working as a production assistant. How shit, and they only put day people on.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, there's people in the movie commercial industry can pay $8,000 a week for not doing shit.
Yeah. Right.
Or for being a consultant.
$15,000 a week.
But yo, listen,
that's cause.
But that's just not
today, man. Like,
that's just not just there. It's everywhere.
But But that the whole, you know, like everything that John Tavares was talking about today about that the system that is designed, that is in place, it definitely you can see it in Hollywood big time.
Oh, absolutely.
Hollywood is they keep a lot of people out.
They do. It has a lot of fraternity curriculum.
There you go.
Yo, say ARP. So now we have a tradition on Dinner at the Round Table podcast. Thanks to Bodega, the DJ. If you are a rapper,
I gotta play that. I gotta make sure. Like,
so I ain't gonna.
He was the first. He was the first.
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta spit, man.
Today, man, because I'm an uninvited guest. Now when y'all, now when I come back, whenever y'all gonna have it again.
If we spit, will you spit?
Huh?
If we spit, will you spit?
Nah.
Oh,
you know why I ain't gonna spit today?
Basically,
I know my worth.
He's in his feet. I know this worth.
And number two, I'm holding a grudge on y'all.
He knows his worth.
Y'all took both of them. Yo, y'all destroyed Three Amigos, man. Y'all took both of them.
Come on, man. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Listen, man, I'm like Charlamagne the God, man. He's done 3 different shows, bro. So I'm still a Three Amigos. But I ain't even gonna hold you. I have dinner at the round table as well.
I usually don't do this, man, but I feel like mentally I'm not prepared
to rap.
Kick up nice. Yo, you know I'm all about.
You know why? Because you didn't smoke the second blunt during that.
Oh no, it's not because of that. I've been very sleep deprived. Shout out to my son. Shout out to my lady Gigi Diaz, man. I love y'all, boy.
Yeah,
I be feeling like Kelly.
I mean, the Uptown Goat can't spit when he's a villain. He has to be the main star of the night.
This is rare, man. But you know what I mean. I feel like I'm not 100% today. So, you know?
Yeah, for sure. But let's see if we can get Lorena the Republican in the building. La República. John Tavares, what's up, man? Looks like you got a nice cocktail with it. What you got there, buddy?
Listen, man. John Tavares is officially on vacation.
Yes.
So he is.
Oh,
of course, he's gonna be litty to litty.
I was litty last night.
I bet he was.
I came back from Jersey.
I know where to go for 2 months.
Oh yeah, I heard you was in Quakertown.
Quakertown.
God damn, like quicker time.
So let me get Lorena on the line. In the meanwhile, you guys can continue to talk about your worth.
No, listen.
Bodega, what do you think about knowing your worth?
What's gonna be the sub?
Listen, man.
Know your worth.
We've been doing a lot of talking with Bodega. We want you to chime in. I know you're not.
Bodega's like he's fucking.
You do a lot with your hands. I want you to do something with your mouth. For that pause. Just let us know.
All right, why don't we say? Why don't we have Bodega the DJ? I got an idea. Why don't we have Bodega the DJ talk about his self-worth because he's a self-entrepreneur.
Nah, he ain't shit, man.
Yo, what's his self-worth? What's your worth, baby?
Listen.
What's your worth, Bodega?
Guys, real quick, let's be mindful. Our mics overshadow his, so let's let him do his thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's not talk over him or laugh or giggle.
Rude ass motherfucker. Yo, know your worth, man. Play your position. That's all I gotta say, man. Know where you gotta control. You heard?
Hey, you forgot one more line. What's the line that you always say, baby?
It is what you want. Keep on pushing, man. That's the hashtag, man. Shout out to you, man.
Keep on pushing,
baby. We love you. Thanks for the support. And do remember, support those who support you. Man. I'm gone.
Let's go, baby. Bodega the DJ. DJ live right now.
Speaking of support, I gotta bring this up.
Look at the Roundtable Podcast.
So look at his hologram cover over there. That shit is so
fire, bro.
So
it's like
dope.
official tissue.
That is so dope.
You know, I seen that shit at Electric Zoo. I seen a dude with a shirt.
Bodega, I want you to play that Salt and Pepper Push It.
Oh, dope. But real quick, yo, listen, man. That's Brandy right there, 101, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
1,000%,
He got that. You know,
that's how you know your worth.
This is the whole thing. Bodega the DJ, right? Bodegas. That's their color right there. He like implemented that, like, as you know what I'm saying. But he actually looks like a bodega right now.
Yo, word.
Like we're open for business right now. Look.
Yo, wow. I didn't even, yo.
Look, that's what bodegas have that.
Everybody got jokes today.
Yeah, no, it's not even a joke. It's actually
but it's a reality.
Look at like I just want to go and purchase mad shit at your store right now for no reason. You got a pack of.
Oh, push it right now.
Raise that volume up. Raise that volume up. Raise that volume up.
I love it.
Raise that volume up a little bit though, so the listeners can hear it.
Push it.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we're gonna let Bodega the DJ rock out real quick so that we can get Lorena the Republican on the phone. Rock out, Bodega. Do your thing.
Tú eres un cuero malo. Olvídate de lo que dicen por ahí que tú eres un cuero malo. And when I grab you in the bed te pones friki y yo meto mano. Olvídate de lo que dicen por ahí que tú eres un cuero malo. Cuero malo. Tú eres un cuero malo. Olvídate de lo que dicen por ahí que tú eres un cuero malo. And when I grab you in the bed te pones friki y yo meto mano. Olvídate de lo que dicen por ahí que tú eres un cuero malo. Cuero malo. Tú eres un cuero malo. Una friquitona. She an infomaniac, si ella una cingona. When I'm killing the nanny le rompo la popola. She from Puerto Plata trapping out in Barcelona. And she big pimpin' claiming she ain't got an owner. Said she feeling the swag, le gusta my persona. When she acting kinda stupid, no I don't condone her. I don't care, I got another bitch up in Corona. Mira mami, no estoy en problema. I don't care about your man, ese tigre un tema. Cuando tú tienes hambre, yo te doy tu maicena. Wanna act like you wife, pero tu mamá ñema. And we getting it poppin' siempre en cingadera. Drive me crazy cuando ella mueve la cadera. She on my neck como una cadena. Bad bitch, cuero malo, ella es una perra. Tú eres un cuero malo. Olvídate de lo que dicen por ahí que tú eres un cuero malo. And when I grab you in the bed te pones friki y yo meto mano. Olvídate de lo que dicen por ahí que tú eres un cuero malo. Cuero malo. Tú eres un cuero malo. Olvídate de lo que dicen por ahí que tú eres un cuero malo. And when I grab you in the bed te pones friki y yo meto mano. Olvídate de lo que dicen por ahí que tú eres un cuero malo. Cuero malo. This goes out to all my bad bitches. Todo mi cuero malo. Todo mi tiguerona. Todas las cingonas. De esas las que tragan bola. Y que nunca llegan en Jordan.
Se juntió con el sabor de mi daga. Ella traga, ella chupa, ella mama. A ella le gusta que se le echen en la cara. Ella rompe la pista, no la mara.
Y es que siempre tú quisiste ser una sacaleche. Una sacaleche. Oye, que donde tú estabas, que te estaba buscando, en la calle puteando, tus amigas rampleteando. Es una bellaca, y hay que velarla, porque si no, con el vecino se te va. Se pasa chichando los bleachers, se pasa chichando los bleachers, se pasa chichando los bleachers, se pasa chichando los bleachers.
Enrolando los bleachers, prendiendo los bleachers. Me gusta cuando baila como stripper. Ahí está la que si tú Ok, mami dice ahora y que tú eres una mostra. Se traga todos los popos como una aspiradora. Cualquiera que la ve por ahí con ella se equivoca. Janguea con la dos, la peli y está en la cora. La 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 la, chinga mamá mamá. Ella fuma, ella bebe, ella traga traga. La 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 la, chinga mamá mamá. Ella fuma, ella bebe, ella traga traga.
Yo me acuerdo, baby, tú de chamaquita, tranquilita, tan bobita y bien bonita. La teta paradita y siempre con la sonrisita. Nunca imaginé que terminara tan putita. Un día por ahí, chichándote vi. Después de que la hice, yo fui que te lo metí. Porque tú ahora estás grande. Ready para mí, mami, tú lo que te es hambre. Y dale remedido.
Hace tiempo que no salgo. Hoy quiero un perreo, un bellaqueo. Hoy yo quiero algo.
Bebita, recógete el pelo.
Hoy tú estás suelta y yo estoy suelto. Baby, dame algo. Hace tiempo que no salgo. Hoy quiero un perreo, un bellaqueo. Baby, dame algo. Hoy tú estás suelta y yo estoy suelto. Baby, dame algo.
Hoy se vale todo. Como calle 13, mientras más me lo mueve, más me crece. Sari, perdona mis estupideces. El que pato me pone a chorear a veces. Me estás mirando mucho. Que tú quieres que te bese. Bella que ando pa' que empiece. Hoy te hago trilliza. Si no se amese, trépate en la báscula, más pa' que te pese. Tiburón está conmigo par de peces. Tú no cambias por nada que tu abuela rece. Ahórrate la R y la S. Y vamos a perrear que ya mismo amanece. Y después tú decides si nos vamos. Pa'l motel y pa'l polvo, chamo. Baby, ten cuidado donde poner la mano. Que la mía tiene poder el flautano.
Ahí la debilité y me pidió que le diera más. Me repitió que ella tenía novio y se jodió. Porque dice que conmigo se juqueó.
Ahí la debilité y me pidió que le diera más. Se repitió que ella tenía novio y se jodió. Porque dice que conmigo se juqueó. Hace tiempo que no salgo. Hoy quiero un perreo, un bellaqueo. Yo quiero algo. Hoy tú estás suelta y yo estoy suelta.
Baby, dame algo. Hace tiempo que no salgo. Hoy quiero un perreo, un bellaqueo. Baby, dame algo. Hoy tú estás suelta y yo estoy suelto. Baby, dame algo.
Ahora quiere volver. ¿Por qué razón? Dime para qué. Ya no te presto atención. Desde hace tiempo le puse punto final. ¿Qué pretendes tú llamándome hasta ahora? Esa actitud la conozco ya. Sabes qué hacer muy bien para envolverme, pero esta vez es muy tarde ya.
Estas no son horas de llamar, al menos que me lo quieras mamar, que quieras prender, que quieras quemar. Hablando claro, ya tú me callaste mal. Por ti me metí pastilla y me fui doble flor la mal. Pero tú no eres una Kardashian, contigo no me tiro, porque si no las retro se me embachan. De noche te borré, de Facebook te borré, de Instagram te borré, de mi vida te borré. Y ahora quieres volver, nada con lo que quieres joder. Pero no se va a poder, me vas a ver con otra y te vas a morder. Y ahora quieres volver, nada con lo que quieres joder. Pero no se va a poder, me vas a ver con otra y te vas a morder. ¿Qué pretendes tú llamándome a esta hora? Esa actitud, yeah, la conozco ya. Sabes qué hacer muy bien para envolverme, pero esta vez es muy tarde ya. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ay, 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 tú síguete moviendo. En cualquier esquina parece que estás en el centro. Ay, 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 tú me tienes sufriendo. Si sigues así desde aquí donde ti más directo. Y decirte hola, mami, no la bailes sola. Ando esperando la hora y creo que es ahora. Vámonos a todas. Pa' decirte hola,
soy tu papi, tú eres mi mami. Yo soy tu papi, tú eres mi mami. Cuando tú me des ese pan, le pongo el salami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Cuando tú me des ese pan, le pongo el salami.
Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi. Hazme la cama de oro con palomo, no hago coro. La verdadera lassi fina, que rico todo. Tú me regalas tu navy. Quieres que te le dé selfie. De ti me río, te digo lol. Tú en vanidad y tú en amor core. Yo quiero sentir el mejor. En mi cama haciéndome el amor right now.
Yo soy tu papi, tú eres mi mami. Yo soy tu papi, tú eres mi mami. Yo soy tu papi, tú eres mi mami. Cuando tú me des ese pan, le pongo el salami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Cuando tú me des ese pan, le pongo el salami.
Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi.
Yo soy tu papi, la para del bloque. Quédate conmigo, cásate conmigo, mata el primero que te tope. Ella es rapera, pero se viste de fina. Altera Valenciaga con unos reparos, me gusta cuando ella camina. Cuando estamos en la cama me come como Kentucky. En la discoteca con pile diamante, flow, aquí la katoki. Tu amiga está clara que yo soy tu Loki Troki. El que te gusta de arriba y de abajo, yo estoy más fuerte que Rocky. Tú estás clara que soy tu papi chulo. Tú estás aficia de mí porque me da tu. Tú estás clara que soy tu papi chulo. Tú estás aficia de mí porque me da tu. Yo soy tu papi, tú eres mi mami. Yo soy tu papi, tú eres mi mami. Yo soy tu papi, tú eres mi mami. Cuando tú me des ese pan, le pongo el salami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Yo soy tu papi, papi, tú eres mi mami, mami. Cuando tú me des ese pan, le pongo el salami.
Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi, mami. Tú eres mi papi, mami.
Yeah. Dinner at the Round Table Podcast.
We're back.
It's getting.
I had to say
it's on the brink.
I know it's trying to trigger me right now.
It's one more drink.
He was poking me like Facebook.
Well, they get a DJ spinning.
Unfortunately, we
weren't able to get Lorena, the Latina Republican, on.
He's on the brink.
She was a bit occupied, but yes, we're back on.
Let's go final thoughts, baby.
I got a quick question. It's off the topic, but
Go
did you cover all the birds, man?
No, I didn't.
Go cover them up. They sound stressed out.
Oh yeah,
I'm on some Ace Ventura shit right now, bro.
He can hear him. He's the.
I'm about to be investigated right now.
You know, like I was telling you, my sister has an African grace.
For our listeners out there, John Tavar owns an exotic bird collection.
Yeah, I'm about to call ASPCA on this nigga, B.
Yeah, you can hear him in the background sometimes. They be getting real active.
How you a tough snitch, B?
Every morning, John Tavar wakes up like, "Good morning to you. The birds are chirping."
What happened to that kid? Yo, you know what happened to him, right?
What happened?
You remember the dude, the freeloader he used to be with?
Oh,
this is a perfect example of know your worth. Know who you're with. And you see, I don't want to tell y'all no.
Is that your closing statement? Because that's a great.
Because we got final thoughts.
I'm saying. What you're gonna say would probably be a great closing statement.
But yo, bro, look how
to speak to the mic.
ARP. Okay, and the nigga freeloaded off that shit. The dude he used to be with, that fat dude.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yo, brother, like he took his account and all. He sold his account to somebody, bro.
Wow, that's insane. For how much? There was a lot of money, probably.
I don't know, but he did him like that. Basically, the nigga's known because of him. Before that, like, what was his name? Snacks? Who the fuck is that dusty ass nigga, man? That dusty ass nigga out of here, bro.
So
get all these peasants out of here, man.
Because A-Town had a lot of followers, so he probably said, "I can sell you."
Reloaded off that shit, man.
So that's crazy.
I could tell, like I read. I'm a person that I read energy and I read body language.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Look, I just hearing the birds. I was like, yo, are they covered?
Yeah, but it's not crazy. This shit is because
know your worth, know who you with. It's okay to say no for the right reasons, man.
That social media selling of people's pages is crazy because if you think about it, A-Town has like close to 20 million followers. If you sell that shit, it's a lot of money there.
Oh yeah,
I think that's why they going tough. I think that's why they going tough now with the emails and shit. Because people got. I think now on YouTube, I don't know, like you gotta send them a reason why you would like to change your email or some shit, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy because of that. Because somebody can actually do you dirty.
Yeah.
But look at this guy. What's his name? The one that has that cowboy song with Miley Cyrus's dad.
Well, Lil Nas X.
Yeah, you know what the whole story behind that is, right? You never heard of it?
No.
So basically, what he did was, you know how celebrities have fans that create pages of that celebrity.
Right.
Like for instance, let's say I'm a big fan of Cardi B, and I create like a Cardi B page, and everything that she does, I post it. So he had a Nicki Minaj page.
Oh.
That it was just Nicki Minaj.
Lil Nas X he's talking about.
Yeah, not her official page, but like an unofficial page of her only.
Fan page.
Yeah, a fan page. You know how they have that?
Got it. Okay.
So he had that, and that shit like it had a lot of followers, and all of a sudden, boom, he drops his song on it. Those followers, those 1 million and 2 million followers he had, started listening to that song, and then it became popular. And then he got Miley Cyrus on it. Miley Cyrus dad on it.
He's smart.
So he used
Little Nas.
You see the marketing strategy that guy had in place, bro? It's crazy. He knew that he had to get his record out there somehow.
Wow.
So he built a fan page of Nicki Minaj, got like 1 million, 2 million followers, and then dropped his song. And all those million followers, or the 2 million, whatever it was, they started listening to his song, and that's what got his song famous.
Wow.
Yo, is Cardi B on the remix of that shit?
No.
She will be soon, though.
That's crazy, though, because, I mean, that record, though,
that shit is
actually
hard,
rap
like it.
with that country accent.
That shit is dope. It's different.
It's dope.
I mean, like, it was like, wow. When I first heard it, I mean, I wasn't, too much a fan of it. I mean,
I was.
Honest.
Because I like creativity.
Yeah, I respect that. But
you're old school, dude. You like,
I do.
You like the real rap essence.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm like that too.
I do.
But I'm open to a little party music here and there.
No, I am. Yeah. You gotta be open to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly though, hearing that record though, and hearing it over and over, I was like, okay, wow, I get it now. I get it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was crazy the way that he was able to use that as a strategy to actually get his music out there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That's marketing 101, bro.
Absolutely.
If you think about it, Procter and Gamble, that company, they were an advertisement company, and basically they had all the big corporations coming to them for advertisement and marketing, and eventually they bought out those companies and they own Colgate, not Colgate. They own the company that owns Colgate. They own that. They own a whole bunch of companies. You'll see their name on a lot of products, Procter and Gamble. They were just an advertisement firm.
Wow,
it's crazy, bro.
God damn.
So,
shoot, I mean, listen, knowing your worth though, like, I mean, actually, knowing like, how to actually market the system in a way that it could benefit me, right? Yeah. So, I mean, God.
I mean, by any means necessary, man. If you have an idea, you definitely want to profit from it, and you figure out a way to do it because you know your worth.
Right.
Get it done.
I mean, I don't know. We don't know Little Not X. I mean, but at the end of the day, like, country music came from black culture.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's just keep it 100% right, though, man. Like, we can't, you know what I'm saying, negate that. But to know that he was able to, like, you know what, let me capitalize off this genre of music and see how far I could go with this kind of, this type of music, man, gotta tip my hats off to him, man. Like, I mean, that's just deep, though, man. It's deep. It's deep, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
Because, I mean, listen, country music, rock music, jazz music, and hip-hop music. It's been taking over.
He's just getting there.
No, I'm not getting there. Like, listen.
One more. Not there yet. One more.
No.
One more. He got one more. It's almost. One more. I know, Jay.
But listen, I don't believe that survives in the mix. But,
yes, sir.
Final thoughts about knowing your worth?
Just knowing enough to progress your own and not letting roadblocks stop you from achieving the goals that you have.
Drive, motherfucker, drive.
And not being afraid. Just not being afraid.
And don't be a menace.
It's not being afraid and understanding that just because you was born black or Latino that doesn't give you an excuse to fold. You know, you work hard enough. You have the people in place to show you that it's possible, and you know, be the best you can be.
Yep.
And never settle for nothing less. That's it.
Let's go.
That's my final thought.
Chris Snyder, man, that guy would take Donald Trump. You gotta respect that man, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we have a couple of.
Go ahead.
We have a couple of, you know.
So we got a couple of
things to work on.
Also, you
very soon.
You good at?
I love everyone.
Maybe.
You do comedy, bro?
Not really.
Let me tell you something, okay?
Hey, you never know.
Do you know what's not comedy? When they tell you what to do, what to say, and what to eat every day, okay?
Hey,
it's a communist,
hey,
you know.
I thought I was in a sanitarium.
We're gonna have a skit out soon, so yeah, me and Nell.
Should be ashamed of yourself. You can't even work with blankets.
Yo, speaking of skits,
you gotta look. Okay.
I was talking about Cardi B. I done shot all this shit out. I gotta say my final things. Yo, bro, Cardi B is popular because of Tommy 5000 and Loopy, bro.
Oh yeah, they put him in the video.
Yo, that ass.
Well,
man.
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Nah, that took her to. She was already popular before that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
My nigga,
in mainstream,
bro. She was already popular. Yo, she had millions of followers, man.
Yeah, she did.
It was a win-win situation,
She already had
bro.
like 4 million followers before she got Love and Hip Hop.
Listen, Love and Hip Hop definitely braked a lot of people.
It broke her into the music game.
It did not. That's all it did, my nigga. She was
already famous.
Bro.
Like
she was already famous.
I mean, she was already famous stripping.
No, nigga, she was an Instagram
like
personality.
Yeah, she had like close to 5 million followers.
Okay,
on her own,
but monetarily wise, she wasn't really capitalized off that.
What? She was the video.
Love and Hip Hop definitely.
You know why? Because they was blocking her. And once the world got to see who she really is, it was a rap.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
But she was making money and being a video vixen and this and that. But you know.
Well, compare it to basically monetizing when you actually in a real mainstream hip hop platform.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's
Love and Hip Hop
major difference, bro.
But just be happy, bro. Just be happy that a Dominican,
major difference.
A Dominican female artist won. Like, what was that award that she won? That only Lauryn Hill won.
Yeah, she
achievement.
Yeah, the record that was the longest. They held the number one spot for the longest or something.
Number one in the country.
She had the only female that had a certain amount of records at the same time in the charts, like Lauryn Hill did. Yeah. Like she had at one point she had 5 songs in the top 10 for like a numerous amount of weeks. Yeah. She broke Lauryn Hill's record. Yeah. Lauryn Hill was the one that had that record. She broke it.
Oh wow.
Dominicans.
Well, listen, Lauryn Hill had less access to social media.
Imagine if Lauryn Hill this thing.
Imagine Michael Jackson, bro.
Oh my God.
Michael Jackson. They didn't need that too. They didn't need social media, bro.
Yeah.
Their music, they was that powerful.
I mean, it spoke for itself, though. You're right about that.
Yeah, but they knew their worth. But my final thought is knowing your worth, know who you are, be self-aware of your
Rest in peace, Prince. He knew his worth.
Yeah,
he owned his masters, man.
Know who you are, and
we're gonna save that for another conversation.
And achieve everything you can achieve. Don't let nobody stop you. Know who you are. Know what your worth is, and do all that you want to do. Don't be a shoulda, woulda, coulda, because then you'll be.
Don't be a procrastinator.
Yeah, man. Because if you do not, you will be a why not. And you don't want that.
Amen.
So you got to do to be to be successful. And if the more you say no to yourself, the less you accomplish. So don't be a yes man to everything.
Exactly.
But some things.
That's why I be rolling Dolo, Scarface with Manolo.
If you haven't,
I just spit for y'all, man.
Oh, that was your freestyle.
That was it.
Damn, I didn't know freestyle was 1 bars.
Today, man.
I didn't know freestyle was 1 bar.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
When is your next slot? I'll come in the next slot. And
every Sunday evening, baby.
What we're gonna
every Sunday evening.
I'll book next Sunday.
Yeah, so ARP is gonna be on the show. He's gonna be our next guest. I'm gonna work things out with Charlie. That man is supposed to come on the show too.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Salini Music.
You already
know. Salini, yo, what up, man?
Yeah, for sure. But you already know the final thoughts, John Tavares?
Well, listen, my final thoughts.
Y'all asked me my final thoughts.
Well, you know what? It's crazy. You know what?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm the uninvited guest.
Uninvited. Here you go.
Speaking of know your worth.
Yeah.
Right now, July 20th, we're going to be at the Farm Soho throwing the sneaker launch / music party for Il New. D. New World and ARP.
Yeah.
And Bodega's gonna be spinning.
There you go.
447 Broadway at Soho, man.
We out there.
We booking Soho vendors now. We doing everything, dude.
Wow.
We doing everything.
You going downtown?
Yo, there's an Eventbrite link on my bio on Instagram. ARP Musiq with a Q at the end. Go hit that link. Go get your tickets. A free drink with a ticket. And we got Uptown style bottle packages, dude. In Soho. That's unheard of, bro.
Wow.
On your worth, baby.
Wow.
Absolutely. That's what's
Like
up.
D-Dot said, we in transition now, bro.
That's right. That's right. Wow. Okay.
Absolutely. So
Downtown status.
Yeah.
Taking it back to like the early 2000s, right?
Already know, man.
So ARP, you want to be the last one to do your final thought, or you want?
Well, no,
That was my final thought.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
That was
So
still on the
JT,
know
let's
your
go.
worth topic. Support your own. Basically, what I said was support your own. You know what I mean? Support your own.
Let me get a final clap for ARP in the building right now.
Thank you for having me here, even though I was uninvited.
In the building.
I think Jay's very close to the Arriba.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
But anyway, your final thought, JT.
Listen, I'm not. You know why? Because
JT.
I come from a very tough background. I mean, I really do. I mean, I really do. Like, my background's very tough. And when they pat each other right now, they don't understand. Like, I really do. You know what I mean? That's why they do. Like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? But knowing your worth, though, it definitely, you know what I mean, it brings me into a really deep conversation because at the end of the day, I mean, you have to really understand your history, though.
Yeah.
Understand how things came about.
So it won't happen again.
Exactly.
Just remind yourself. Remind
Exactly.
yourself every day, yo, let's not let this happen.
Yeah, man.
Let's make it happen.
Exactly, brother.
This is why I agree with both of y'all, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, brother. And when I was able to, to educate myself to understand the system, how it works, and how it kept us divided, and how we still keep this mentality to keep us label each other, I understood it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's been designed, man. I mean, let's keep 100, man. It's been designed, bro. It's been designed 100%, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have your little sprinkles you can make out of it, but I'm a realist, though. I can't speak to an audience and tell them all of you guys can be successful, because I'll be lying to you. You know what I mean? I'll be lying to you because it's not been designed for you to be all successful. It's going to be winners and losers.
Amen.
Winners and losers.
That's
It's
how
been
the world
designed like
is.
that way. You know what I'm saying? As long as we live in a monetary system, it's going to be designed to have winners and losers. Period. Hands down. That's it.
Word.
You know what I mean? I'm going to end it off like that. You know what I mean? As long as we live in a monetary system, it's going to be winners and losers.
And just remember, just ask. Because the worst thing a person could tell you is no.
Yeah.
And you're not going to die.
That's right.
Keep on pushing like my brother Bodega says, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Bodega the DJ.
Yes, sir. Killer the ones and twos, baby.
Mix it out, baby.
Networking is important. Make sure y'all go.
With no headphones on right now.
That's how you know your worth, baby.
We're going to sign off.
Then at the Roundtable Podcast.
There you go, baby.
But they get a DJ, John Tavar, Chris Friday. We out of here. Nelly Nell, Generator Music Group.
Out. We
Peace
out.
out.
Para un cuero malo.
He's here to shut shit down.